Welcome to the Tapestry. I'm Raveler1, and yes, today we're back for a little bit more Frostpunk. This is that wonderful post-apocalyptic, post-apocalyptic, but in 19th century post-apocalypse, with that little mini ice age that has led to us, needing to be warm. And so we've gathered around a central heating unit, filled it with some coal, and hopes that we can survive in the wasteland. I'm really excited to be back once again with another episode of this. So we've had 2 tries, and we have failed both times to do anything along the lines of what we were hoping to do. So I'm hopeful that today we will make that change and actually make it work. We will make it through at least one storm in the Frostlands today. Now, we are going to go back to the Rift. I'm still new at using the Rift. Oh wait, this isn't the one I want. In the Endless mode, we're going to go into the Rift mode and see where we can go. But we have tried so hard with the Endurance for 2 times. Maybe it's time for an easy apocalypse today. Easy doesn't mean perfectly sorted, but we're going to do what we can. So here we are. We're going to go into Serenity mode, which maybe there's something to that. And let's see, what else do we have going on here? Right, the Rifts, Hanging Rock, Snowdrifts, Frozen Grove, Crags, Canyon, of course, Flats, and the Crater is the kind of standard mode. We're going to go into the Rifts map, small initial area, difficult access to resources. Though we are on the survival side, we are going to go... Oh, it does say it doesn't make it so serene. We'll do it on medium. We'll see where we go from this today. And we're going to see if we can survive. We've got about 2 hours and 15 minutes or so, and we're going to go from there. So let's see. Society's attitude, random hazards. I think we do want random hazards on. Yes. Okay. That's fine. This is really exciting. I do love this game, Frostpunk. We're probably going to stream it for another couple weeks here. I might switch over to something else next little while. If you're new to the channel, the Tapestry is a wonderful place for people to gather and connect with each other. I call myself Raveler1 because a Raveler is one who brings together, who binds together. And so this is a great way for us to get to know each other, to come together as people who really just enjoy each other's company and, of course, playing games. So here's our starting city. We've just arrived in the Frostlands from far away, and our people are already hard at work. We've got to first come up with our name. I think we're going to call it... Oh, I don't know. I think I did Tapest City last time. We'll call this the Warp. As in Warp and Woof. Warp Home. Sure, why not? Okay, people are cold, because this is that giant generator I was talking about. And, yeah, it's not on. We do have a little bit of coal, though, so let's go ahead and turn it on. People will be happier that way. Let's take a look at what resources we have scattered around here. You see we've got a lot of wood over on this side. That's not too bad. It's actually not too intrusive, and it'll help us get that all together. Over here, we've got some steel, a little bit of coal. Yeah, that's going to be good. Some more coal. Is there wood? No, this is all coal. Wow, okay. How about here? Steel, wood. Yeah, so this is... we've gotten to the site. There's some resources that have already started to exist, and we've got to start putting it all together. And to do that, we need to gather it. It's currently 4 below in Fahrenheit. Sorry for Celsius folk, but... I am more comfortable understanding these temperatures. However, that's still going to be very cold, and certainly below 0 in Celsius as well. 4 below, this is about as warm as it's going to get out here. At the moment, I don't think we can see beyond our little area. We do have the ability to zoom out this far, though, so we can see we've got kind of these rifts. Well, that's why they called it that. That separate these little islands from each other. We're going to have to go across these islands to get to the various resources. What resources are there? There's some coal over on that one. Do we have anything over here? No. No iron resources back there either. Okay, iron ore deposit there. We are going to need steel like crazy. That's probably where we're going to expand first. Do you have other resources back there? Not that I can see. I'm probably going to miss a little bit of like the wall drill, places where there are trees frozen into the wall without being able to see them yet. But we'll get there. And as we move through, we'll find other resources too. But there's coal over there. There's iron over there. Yeah, we're definitely going this way first. We're going to need both coal and iron to keep going. We've got wood and some other things on the ground too. So our first bridge that wasn't created for us from the beginning is going to go over here. Now, given how this map looks, we are going to need to not just build out in a circle around it because, well, we're running out of room very rapidly there. We're also going to need to cut down some of these trees quickly, so that'll be our wood supply. Okay, we've got 105 people. 15 of them are children. 65 workers, 25 engineers. Let's take a look at who our people are. Maybe you'll recognize some of these names. Maybe one of the names sounds like yours. That would be interesting too. Going down through the list here. There was one time that I was playing this game and I was surprised to see my own name come up on the screen. Not something I expected at all. Doesn't look like my family name's here, but maybe yours is. And so if so, let me know. I'd love to hear about it from you. Okay, what else we got going on here? So we do have a little bit of coal, wood, and steel to get started. That's actually pretty helpful. Bridge is going to be too expensive to do, but we could build a workshop from the get-go, and boy, is that going to be helpful. Destroying resources if I go there. Let's not do that then. Okay. Yes. So we need to leave 5 engineers available for other things. This steel needs to go. This wood needs to go. This will be easier to pick up with a gathering post. Steel and wood, steel and wood. All of this is important, but all of the coal is up here. How interesting. What a strange design. I love it. Okay, workers, you're going far away. We need some of that coal. More steel there. We're going to need lots of wood also as we get going. It's hard to tell, really. I know we need steel long term. I've got 15 on it. I feel like wood is going to be a better option for us to go with for now. Steel and wood there. Okay, let us... Yeah, let's go for this far one. We can get a gathering post in a little closer that will pick up the rest of them. I like that idea. 5 of you there. We've got 15 engineers left. 5 of them are going to be in here. So, yeah, let's have the other 10 going out here for coal. Right? There we go. Great. And that leaves us those 5 engineers. Now we do have 105 people that need a place to live. And there is our steam generator turning on. First alert. First bridge. No, we didn't build the bridge. It pre-existed. Sorry. Okay, the people are moving out. Warren Salter here is going to work. All alone in the world. Oh, I'm sorry, Warren. Maybe you'll find somebody. I hear the Frostlands are a great place. No, is nobody in a family? No, there we go. Martha Liverich has a child, Paul, and a spouse, Rufus. Good. Not that it matters that much. You don't have a place to live yet. Let's go a little faster. Now, it is cool to see them digging through the snow as they go to these locations. I'm not sure if it makes a gameplay difference, but it is interesting to see. Okay, and there are my remaining 5. Right, we need some research. As always, I start with gathering. We need people to be gathering this stuff in as quickly as possible. We have only a few more days before the temperature drops. This is 4 days out at this point. Oh, is this the current day? Oh, that's the day of the simulation. I was looking for this on another stream and I couldn't find it. Okay, well, go people. Especially you engineer types. We need you researching. We need tech. We are bringing in coal. That's good. Yeah, oh, right, we should probably pass a law. So if you haven't seen this before, there are 2 different books of laws to work from at the moment. I understand that with the devs, what they're working on now is another book of laws for the expansion. The expansion is supposed to come out, or at least the first expansion is supposed to come out in Q4 of 2019, which is now-ish. Unfortunately, we haven't heard specifics on that, so I'm guessing it's going to be delayed a little bit. This is an indie game studio. Things tend to be a little bit more off deadline. But if they release it, I will be happy because expansions are great. Anyway, we have purpose and adaptation. Purpose, this is either faith or order to help people have a little more hope. But before we get there, we really need to look at how to adapt to our world. So in the adaptation side, we are going to call for an emergency shift because we need those engineers, those scientists, to help out. They need to be doing their part, especially early on when it is the most critical, when these resources are going to be of most need before we can finally relax a little bit into a regular routine. So, let's go. Emergency shift. They're going to be a little discontented about this, but it'll be okay. Our rec. 24 hours on the job, insane, but that's our lot. Work, work, work until you die, says Henry Ramsden. Whew, not easy to read. Yeah, sorry. 1,400 hours, it's 2 o'clock. Okay, cool. People are still doing their thing. I am going to kick this into emergency shift mode at the end of the day. Probably at 1,700. They're doing great, though. Keeping it up. Wow, we're almost full up on wood. Well, we won't be as soon as we build houses. And there we go. You're going on that now. Our tech tree. Well, we started with coal mining and wall drill? Oof. That makes things easy. Hunter's gear. Maybe. Kind of have enough to go for drawing boards. Since we've got all that stuff already researched. This is crazy. Okay, drawing boards it is. Research things faster. You're not in as dire of trouble as I thought. I guess that's what happens when we start on this level. Okay, people are working. We've got you doing your thing. And then as soon as the day ends... Yes. All right, people. Come on home. I'm going to build that... We're going to build the food thing here. Cookhouse. That's what they call it. Excellent. And hello, Sacred. So glad to see you today. And been enjoying your streams in the past. Glad you could join us today and follow this channel. Thank you so much. So, Cookhouse is going in. Now that all the workers are off shift, they're going to go and do that. Let's give houses enough around for everybody else. We've got the wood for it, that's for certain. But we do not want to destroy any of this forest here. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah. Sacred, stopping by to follow. Well, thank you so much, Sacred. I really appreciate it. You actually are the first person to follow the channel here, and it really means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Okay, so what's our first thing here? Housing problems, no roof over our heads. Captain, people are understandably concerned about the lack of shelter. They're falling ill from sleeping outside in this terrible cold. We'd better do something about it. So we have 3 options. I'll provide some shelter, I'll provide shelter for everyone, or I won't address this right now. I think we'll be able to get the shelter together for everyone. But I'm going to play it a little safe. I've had some problems with people getting really discontent with my leadership, so we're going to just do some shelter, especially since we're already building most of this, I think. What do we need? 52. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we're actually going to get that today. That's awesome. Yeah. All right, cookhouse is ready. We haven't told any of the kids that they can work yet. That's probably for the best. I think we're going to keep them as medical advisors this time. One of you engineers, come on over here, cook food for everybody for tomorrow. That will be really helpful. Yeah. And the houses are being built. People are going to not be so sick. That will be really nice. We're here on almost day 2, and we've already fulfilled our first promise. There's shelter available. Everyone feels relieved with a roof, even a flapping one over their head. Hope rises. Thank goodness. We'll use all the hope we can get. Granted, it wasn't that big of a promise, but we would have much more trouble housing everyone. So let's see. Right now, we have 35 people without a shed to call home. So we're definitely going to need to expand the range of the central hub here in order to keep everyone warm. In fact, I've got enough wood available. I'm thinking about just doing a gathering post right now, not from the get-go exactly, but day 2 gathering post. That'll help free up some people to go get some food. These guys, just not a good place for that. But that, wow, can I get 4? No. Oh, so close. I can get 4. I can't get 5. That's fine. You're a good spot for this to go in. We certainly have the wood to cover it. Oh, interesting. There. Good. Build those roads up. Y'all will be happy for that. In fact, I've got enough to build another gathering post out here, which seems appropriate too. It's nice to be a little bit resource flush at the beginning of this game. Resources are not easy to come by every day. Drawing boards researched. Great. We figured out how to put a plank together so that we can then research more things. Seems important. All right, what else we have going on here? Generator power, generator range. I just said we need more range. Medical post, hunter's gear, bunkhouses, keep people warmer. That will be good going forward. Yeah, let's get the range increase so that people can actually have a place to stay out here. And we'll throw the beacon out over here too. I'm thinking this is going to be our place for hunters' huts to go once we get there. Yeah, 2 in the morning. People are hard at work building things, which for some reason doesn't count as work. Not sure why that would be. Right, gathering post. You've got 10 available slots. We're going to pull you guys off. 5 workers, 5 engineers. That gives me 5 engineers not doing anything. In fact, I'm going to pull all of those engineers off. No, other way around. I'm going to pull all of the workers out because it is that workers will be needed for making food buildings. So let's get a hunter's hut going out here. I said I would be doing that. Oh, beautiful. I can get one right there. People get to work on that as soon as they finish the other gathering post out here. It's going to use a lot of folks.